Look at this. It's the new Mercedes-AMG Black Series, and it's arguably the closest thing you'll get to driving a GT3 racing car on a public road without getting arrested. The Black Series is the most hardcore version of the marque's front-engine GT car, packing the most powerful V8 engine the company has ever made and combining it with an aero package that looks as though it's been taken straight from the GT3 racer. This really is a car designed for people who live at the Nurburgring, spending hundreds of hours and hundreds of thousands of pounds, or euros, to shave off a tenth or two around the 12.9 mile circuit. If that sounds like you, here are 5 things you need to know about the AMG GT Black Series. See that massive grille at the front? Those who are into GT racing will have seen it before, because it first appeared on the latest version of the GT3 spec racing car. It certainly sets the Black Series apart from the rest of the AMG GT gang, and gives it a healthy dose of added aggression. What do you think of the new jumbo grille? Let us know down in the comments, and we'll come and join you. The GT3 inspired additions don't stop there though. Below the grille is a carbon fibre splitter, and there are 2 small canards either side of the front bumper. The wheel arches are also more pronounced, with a frankly beautiful section of split bodywork behind the front wheels. Oh, and there's a gigantic rear wing at the back, which sits above an equally massive diffuser, housing a set of 4 exhaust pipes. Those wings aren't just for show though. The front wing, for instance, can be manually adjusted if you're struggling with front-end grip on your run to the supermarket. The wing has 2 settings, which are street and race. Now, if you're the kind of person who likes to drive around with your car in sport mode all the time, like we do, then you may be tempted to drop your splitter into race mode. But we'd advised against that, as you'll probably rip it off at the sight of a speed bump. Luckily, you don't have to worry about adjusting the rear wing, as it'll do it for you. There's a small electronically adjustable section of the wing that'll raise itself to give you a bit more stability at higher speeds and act as an air brake when you hit the anchors. Oh, and you can also adjust the main section of the wing manually too. With a name like Black Series, it comes as little surprise that the new hardcore sports car features the most powerful engine ever fitted to an AMG GT. In fact, the new engine is the company's most powerful V8 to date. Like all AMG GTs that come before it, the new Black Series comes with a 4-litre twin-turbo Hot V V8 engine, where the turbos are mounted between the cylinder heads to improve packaging. In the GTS, the motor chucks out 514 brake horsepower and 670 Nm of torque, which is good for a 0 to 62 time of 3.8 seconds. Those numbers get a serious boost on the Black Series, courtesy of a race-derived flat plane crank, bigger turbos, an upgraded intercooler, and a tweaked exhaust system. The results? Well, how does a power output of 720 brake horsepower sound? Well, it gets even better, as torque has been upped to 800 Nm. And just for reference, the McLaren Senna has an identical torque figure, and it costs nearly 3 times as much as the GT Black Series. Power is sent to the rear wheels through a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox. No manual option here, sadly. But the snappy auto box will help you launch from 0 to 62 in 3.2 seconds, 0 to 124 in 9 seconds, and you'll head on to a top speed of 202 miles per hour. Most car makers will do whatever they can to strip weight on their flagship track cars. That includes chucking out the infotainment system and, in some cases, the passenger seat as well. Luckily, you get both of those in the GT Black Series, though the cabin isn't exactly what you'd call luxurious. The GT Black Series comes with 2 displays, an infotainment screen in the dashboard and a digital cockpit behind the steering wheel, as well as a set of bucket seats and a whole load of Alcantara. There's also a roll cage just in case things get a little out of hand on a hot lap. Despite keeping all the entertainment kit, AMG has managed to strip 35 kilos from the track-owned GTR Pro for a curb weight of 1,540 kilos. There's no way of sugarcoating it, the AMG GT Black Series is expensive. And by expensive, I mean it'll cost you around £190,000. More than the GTR. The Black Series is expected to carry a price tag of roughly £330,000, putting it in a similar territory to the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ and the McLaren 765 LT. That's a lot of money for what is essentially a dolled-up GT car. But if you're the kind of person that lives life one lap of the Nurburgring at a time, then the AMG GT Black Series could be the perfect car for you. For more car news and reviews, from city runabouts to high-octane supercars, head over to YesAuto.com.